Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now today's video we're going to be taking a look at a wireless earbud set that is what I would say one of the most comfortable earbuds that you're going to find on the market because they actually rest on your ears and not in your ears. Today we're taking a look at the Olandance, and this is a wireless stereo headphones or earbuds that, as you can see here, rest on the cartilage of your ear but don't go in your ear. This is going to give you a different audio experience, unlike having something placed in your ear. This rests on it, and it's not bone conduction where it's actually touching this area of your face where you're not going to be hearing bass, mids, and highs as clearly because of how the bone conduction works. They're actually directional audio that gives you a great audio experience. So in this video, we're going to do an EBPMAN style audio test, call quality test, so you can hear what your experience is going to be like. And I have to say, if you're looking for earbuds that are super comfortable, that don't go in your ear and they just rest on it, these are the way to go. So let's go and check it out. Now the first thing we'll talk about is the battery life, and you're going to get 16 hours of battery life per charge, which is really nice with these. You also then have an IPX rating that's going to allow you to work these out in the gym or if you get caught in the rain. And they do have an app that allows you to adjust bass, mids, and highs, which is also really unique because once again, these are not bone conduction, but they actually have speakers. Now the one thing about the audio that we're going to see and hear is that depending on how loud you run these, someone can hear the audio, right? If you're, let's say, for example, in an elevator and people are talking to you, they're going to be able to hear some of that because of how they're designed. Now the great thing about these though is that they rest on your ear for that extra comfort, but they're also going to keep you situationally aware. So if you are visually impaired and you want to keep that sense of hearing, these are going to be great for you. If you have some form of tinnitus or something that drives, let's say for example, where you suffer from pain of something in your ear, this is also going to be a great solution for you. So what we'll do next is we're going to go ahead and take a closer look at the case, some of the accessories that comes with it, and we actually have two colors. I'm wearing the white, but we have a black version as well, and then we'll go into our audio and call quality tests. Now, as we take a look at the product, there's two colors that we have here, and there's actually more colors that you could go with. Right now, what we have here is the black and white version, and basically these, I'll take them off my ear and put them in the charging place. They will magnetically charge, just like this, and they will not fall out. They lock out in place like this. They have, again, a little LED indicator here and USB-C on this side. If we take a look at the black ones, again, same, but you're going to have kind of like this shiny black, which I'm kind of digging as well, and you can see the LEDs there on the side. Now you do get a notification as soon as they're in pairing mode on your phone or on your laptop, depending on what Windows version is running, that allows you to pair them really quickly. Now in addition to the earbud, what you're going to have is a USB-C charging cable. You do have some wingtips that you can add, or a little sleeve that you can add to these, and then when we take a closer look at them, we'll move over this to the side, you'll notice that a couple things going on. First of all, they are larger than traditional earbuds, right? They also then have, I would say, almost like a hearing aid model because they wrap around your ear. And you'll notice that here this lights up. This is a touch area that you can use for answering phone calls, raising the volume, checking the battery life. And then over here you'll notice that here are the contact points that allow you to charge these earbuds. So this is where they're going to charge. And then you can see the actual speakers. So they're directional speakers that are going to be playing music and coming into your ear. So they do have better bass, mids, and highs than traditional bone conduction earbuds. Now if we were to put these on so you can see how it works, I'm just going to take this and then twist it right here. And let me do that again because I have glasses on. Right? So that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Right? And this is what they will look like. I'll turn to the right so you can see it. Turn to the left. And I'll tell you, when you're using these, you will forget that you have them on because they're just sitting there and they really don't weigh much that's going to drive you to say, wow, this is causing some fatigue. I didn't even sweat when wearing these in phone calls. And when you think about it, 16 hours, right? Audio or taking calls, it's pretty impressive. So the next thing we're going to do is go into our audio and call quality test. So first I'll tell you about the audio. Bass, mids, and highs is present. It's a little bit different because you don't get that immersive experience that you would get when having something stuck in your ear, but you do get a 360 experience, and I was very surprised at how good the audio sound. The other thing I will say is that while it has that bass, mids, and high separation, depending on how loud you have it, someone could hear it if they're next to you, right? Especially if you're in an elevator and you're close to someone, they're going to hear it. Besides that, I was thoroughly impressed with the audio quality. I was really impressed because, again, I was expecting these to sound almost like if they were bone conduction, but they sounded much better. Now, what we'll do also is we'll do a call quality test so you can see how well the mics do when it comes to phone calls. But let's go into the, again, audio first and then the call quality next.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you felt something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, babe.
Now next we're going to do a call quality test in a quiet environment. If we take a look at our decibel readings, around 25 to 28 decibels of noise. Let's go to switch. Now this is what the call quality would sound like when making a phone call in a quiet environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Next, we're going to add some wind to the environment. Now this is what the call quality would sound like in a quiet environment with some wind. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now we're adding some noise into the environment. As you can see here, it's quite noisy. We're talking about almost 79 decibels of noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the wireless earbuds, stay quiet to see how much noise is canceled, and we'll continue with the audio test. Let's go to switch. Now, this is what they sound like in a noisy environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now, if you're wondering what these sound like with an infant crying in the background, this is what they're going to sound like with an infant crying in the background. Now, if you're wondering what they sound like with a dog barking in the background, well, this is what they're going to sound like with a dog barking in the background. Now, if the doorbell is ringing, this is what they're going to sound like with the doorbell ringing. So, guys, that wraps up our review. These things performed extremely well in our call quality test in the noisy environment. Very surprised. Great audio, great call quality. You saw how much was being canceled, and you're able to still be situationally aware. Again, these are the Olandance Wearable Stereo Earbuds. See you in the next video.